Hi everyone, my name is Mindy Filipenko, and we also have Tom Hardwick here from LedgeView Partners, here to show you all about how to create highly effective dashboards in Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Today's agenda that we have includes dashboards versus reports, selecting and configuring your dashboard, configuring dashboards and charts, or dashboard charts and lists, using Drilldowns to get to your data, when to get LedgeView involved, some custom dashboard examples, and then Tom will show you a demo of how to create some dashboards in CRM. Dynamics CRM is a great tool that helps you organize your data so you can help make good business decisions, especially when your organization incorporates dashboards and reports. Dashboards and reports are used to communicate data and information, but how you view and access the information they provide will be different. Reports are a type of view of your data. However, reports only show you static information, which means the data doesn't refresh automatically. You'll need to run the report again to see new results, which you might do so once a day, once a week, or once a month, depending on your needs. Reports also usually have multi-page content, compared to dashboards that will most likely be able to be displayed on a single page. Dashboards, on the other hand, can communicate critical, real-time business measurements. I consider dashboards as a more advanced way of data visualization than static reports. CRM dashboards are a visual illustration of structured information that you already have in your CRM that can tell the user a lot of valuable information that is needed to achieve one or more objectives. Your dashboards should fit entirely on a single computer screen so it can be monitored at a glance. Dashboards can show you things like how you performed in the past and what's happening at the moment. When you think of a dashboard, just remember the dashboard on your car. It shows you information on how much gas you have left, or if you have any mechanical or electrical problems that you need to take care of. Prior to creating a dashboard, it is important that you clearly identify what problem you are trying to solve, who will be viewing this information, and what next steps the person should take based on those dashboard results. Dashboards are distinguished between organization-owned dashboards and user-owned dashboards. Organization-owned dashboards are available to everyone across the organization and contain only components that apply to the organization as a whole. User-owned dashboards can contain data that are relevant to the user, like their open activities or their open opportunities. You can share user-owned dashboards with other users throughout the organization who share similar roles, which can be very beneficial in keeping team members on the same page. Although you can create a dashboard on just about anything within CRM, it is important that your organization doesn't go overboard with creating dashboards. If your users have too many dashboards, they won't be able to use them as efficiently as you intended. Remember to set the most useful dashboard as your default, and this may differ for each role. Prior to configuring any part of a dashboard, there needs to be a view in the system that will reflect the content of the data displayed in the dashboard. Charts allow the user to insert a graphical representation of a particular set of data within CRM. The data that is displayed based on a specific view can be presented as a pie, column, bar, area, line, funnel, or comparison chart. To create more advanced types of charts like a bubble or radar chart, get in contact with LedgeView and we can help you out with that. Lists allow a user to insert individual views of entities into the dashboard, such that multiple different entities and/or views can be displayed to the user as a single view of the CRM areas that relate to them. This can be helpful for situations like viewing my activities that I need to complete. Drilldowns allow you to get at your data on the dashboard. When you drill down into a chart by simply clicking on a part of the chart, the data in the list of records is filtered automatically based on the drill down options you provide. Now, when to get LedgeView involved. Incorporating dashboards into Dynamics CRM often involves SharePoint, detailed use of SQL Server, SQL reporting services, or other BI tools. And this can be more complex than what you might be able to accomplish on your own. You can also add in iframes, add the ability to send dashboards on a specified frequency, and this is something that we'd be happy to help you out with. Just reach out to us. Now, before I turn it over to Tom, I want to give you some examples of custom dashboards that other organizations have created. If you have questions about creating a similar custom dashboard, please feel free to reach out to LedgeView Partners. The slide shows screenshots of a few custom dashboard components of our oil and gas CRM product. Now, number 1 shows a few charts that group your open opportunities to reflect gross profit to show what's in the pipeline, broken down by department, user, and then finally broken down by stage in the sales process. For those making a lot of phone calls, number 2 might be a useful dashboard. This chart shows the number of calls broken down based on the dispositions selected per person. Numbers 3 and 4 are related. In 3, we can see the company's gross profit for the current fiscal year with points to show your company's quarterly goals. When you click on the results in graph 3, number 4 appears, which breaks down the year's gross profit by department, with the department's quarterly goals displaying as well. This functionality can be useful for many types of organizations and goals established. Other examples of custom dashboards include, for managers, grouping opportunities by month, showing the number of records, the number of quotes that were all produced this week. Inserting the service calendar to a dashboard can give your users quick access to it. For the sales team, creating a dashboard that shows the number of days since a customer's last order and compare that to the estimated number of days since their last order to help your team work as efficiently as possible. And finally, another dashboard is giving the admins a component that shows the failed and waiting workflows, which can help them easily resolve issues. Now, these are only a few examples of options that you can create, but it should help you get started. Now, Tom will show you how to create a couple different dashboards.
Thanks, Wendy. Hi, everyone. I'm Tom Hardwick. I'm going to walk you through getting some dashboards set up here. So here I am logged into my CRM, and the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and decide what kind of dashboard I want to set up. So I'm going to go ahead and select the New button here, and that's going to pop up, and that's going to have this pop-up that's going to allow me to select the layout of the dashboard that I'm going to have. So first, I want to set up a customer service dashboard, and for that I'm going to go ahead and select the 3-column overview. Then the dashboard here, it gives us the ability to add a name, and it has the layout that we had just selected. So first I'm going to go ahead and name this. I'm just going to say My Service Dashboard. And I'm going to save it. That way I always feel like if I save it, then it's out there right away and I have a record in there. In case anything happens, I already have the beginning created. So the first thing I want to see here is I kind of want to see the cases that are out there and that are assigned to everyone. So when I decide if I want to add a chart or if I want to add a list or an iframe or a resource, all my options are right here within the section that I would like to add. So I want to go ahead and add a chart. So the first thing I want to do is select the Insert Chart icon right here. It's going to have this pop up where I can add the components of my dashboard. So first, for this case mix, I would like to add the case. So now that's going to show me what cases are out there. But I don't want to see my active cases. I want to see all cases. And then that shows me who they're assigned to and active cases by agent. So you see when I hit add, that's going to add the piece of this chart right here that shows everything. And we can drill down in that a little later so you can see what's behind this data. So the second one that I want to add here is activities by owner, but I would like to see the priority as well. And I'm going to add a chart for that one as well. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to select activity this time. And then I'm going to select all activities. And then for the chart, I want to say by owner and priority. So you can see that's going to give me a little bit of a mixed view where purple's high, orange is normal, and low is blue. So that kind of gives us a little different mix. And when you drill down in those, you can drill down to see what's high, you can drill down into normals, and so on. So the next I would like to see my service leader dashboard. Who's got the most open service cases for them? So I'm going to go ahead and select case and then all cases and the service leader dashboard. And when I create that, that's just going to show me who has what assigned to them and how much is assigned. Who has the most? Who's the leader with the most open cases out there? And then for this last section right here for the My Service dashboard, I want to add a list because I want to see what activities of mine are open and when are they coming up. So again, I'm going to go ahead and select the activities. And this time I'm going to select open activities because I only want to see the open ones. Now when you add that, you'll notice that that doesn't populate right away, but once you save it off and you look at it, then it will be populated. So I'm going to go back up to the top here, and there's a Save button in the top left. You go ahead and click that, and that's going to save. And then you just hit Close. So now that I've created that service dashboard, it pops up right here. You'll see in the list where it was not there before, down at the bottom, it says My Dashboards, and that's where it is just saved My Service Dashboard. So you can see that those activities did populate after I saved them. So we'll come back to these and we'll check these out in a little bit. So I would like to create another one. I would like to create a marketing dashboard. So for this one, I'm going to select the 2-column regular dashboard. It just has a little different layout. Last time you saw that I had the 3 across the top and a big one at the bottom. This just has 4 evenly spaced out sections. So again, I'm going to go ahead and name this right away, and I'm just going to call it My Marketing Dashboard. And just like last time, I want to go ahead and save right away. So similar to last time, I'm going to add a couple of charts on here. The first one is going to be for campaigns. I want to see within this fiscal year, what are the campaigns that we have coming up, and what is the budget versus the actuals on those. So for the first section here, I'm going to go ahead and select the campaign, and then I'm going to select all campaigns for the fiscal year. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave the campaign budget versus actual cost by fiscal. And then when I click Add, you'll see that it has those broken out into all the different sections. The blue will be what's the budget, and the orange will be how much have we actually spent towards that already. The next section I want to see is My Campaigns. So again, I'm going to click the chart icon. And for the first item, we're going to go ahead and select campaign again. And this time we're going to leave it as My Campaign. But for the chart type, this time we're actually going to select campaign type mix. This is going to give me a pie graph and show me what are all the different types of campaigns that are going on this year. That way, if I want to, I can drill down into each of the different campaign types and figure out what are the specifics about each of those. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 lists for these as well too. Since this is a campaign, I'm going to have outreach programs and things like that going on. I'm going to have items to set up. So the first thing I want to do is I want to set up my activities that are coming up in the near future. So that was a list, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Add, just like last time. That did not come up. And then I also know that I have some appointments coming up, so I want to make sure that I add in my appointments as well so that I can see what are the items I have to work on right away. So for the first part, I'm going to go ahead and select the appointments, and I'm going to go ahead and select my appointments, which was already out there, so I'll hit Add. And then when we go ahead and save this and close, you can see that it created my marketing dashboard, and down here at the bottom we have the area for my activities and my appointments. And once I create one more dashboard here, we'll come back and we'll drill down into these, and you can kind of see how to get your data out of these. So for the last dashboard I would like to create, I want to just create a sales dashboard. So again, I'm going to come up to the top and I'm going to hit New. And for this one, I'm also going to select the 3-column overview. And I'm going to click Create. I'm going to go ahead and name this again, just like the previous ones, My Sales Dashboard. And I'm going to save. So the first item I want to see here is what is in the pipeline coming up for myself. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and select my opportunities, because that's what I have coming up. These are my opportunities. I have my open opportunities, so I know that these are the ones assigned to me. And I'm going to go ahead and select Sales Dashboard. Now this is going to give us this funnel chart that has my opportunities broken down into the different stages. I'm going to go ahead and click Add. And then in a minute, I'll go ahead and drill down into there once we're finished with this. Now I would like to see my lead sources. Where am I actually generating my leads from? So the first thing I want to select here is my lead. I know that it's my open leads, but instead of having by rating, I would like to see by source. Just like the marketing dashboard, this gives us a pie graph, but then I can drill down and see by source which leads are coming in. My next item here is my goals. I would like to see what goals do I have for the year and what am I tracking at for those. So in the pop-up, I'm going to go ahead and select goal. And then I don't want to see them for this period. I want to see my active goals. And then I'm going to go ahead and select goal progress. So now I can see all of the goals that I have out there and where I'm tracking at on the actual. So the blue bars are showing how much the actual amount is, and then the arrow is the target that I'm looking to get for today. Then down at the bottom, I would like to see my activities again, because for all these sections, my activities, that's what CRM is looking for us to get out of it. Tracking our activities, tracking our opportunities, tracking our leads. Oh, I'm sorry, this one is going to be a list, just like the other items that we had. So I'm going to go ahead and select activities again, and then I'm going to go ahead and leave it as my activities. So once we save that off, that will populate. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and then I'm going to say Close. So now you'll see that these have all populated again. So that's what I wanted to show you for setting up the dashboards, showing you how to create the charts, how to create the lists, and how to get the data that you're looking for. An item that I wanted to cover here was how to drill down into these. So I'm going to go ahead and use the sales pipeline here, and I would like to see what's in my development stage of the pipeline. So first you just go ahead and click on a section, and you get this little pop-up that comes here, and you have all these different chart types. You have columns and bar and funnel and line and pie. So I would like to see what accounts do I have in the development stage for my opportunities, and I'm going to go ahead and select the bar for that. So while it's retrieving that data, once this account comes up, I'm going to want to actually see who is the owner of that account. So here's my account right here, and then you'll see that I can drill down into here again. So I would actually like to see a little deeper into here and see who is the owner of this account. So since I know that this is my sales pipeline, I know that this is my owner, but in case you set it up a different way, I want to just show you that you can see who are the owners of these accounts. And then I can go a step further actually and see what is the actual opportunity that is behind this. So now you can see the opportunity. So if I didn't remember, oh, who did I click on before? Who was the owner of that? There is a way to go back, actually, and there's these two buttons down here. There's Home, which takes you back to the home page, and then there's a Back button, which will take you back to the previous selection. So if I click the back, it's going to bring me back to my owner here. This is who I had just selected. And if I want to go back all the way to the funnel chart, I will go ahead and select the Home. And that brings me all the way back to the beginning, and you can start over or move on to your next task that you have. I also wanted to show you the activities down here. So I can see the type, I can filter, I have a subject, and I can see all my pertinent data about those activities. But say I want to dig in a little deeper. So on this phone call, I'm going to see that this person likes some of our new products. So I'm going to dig in here a little deeper and see, when is this call scheduled? What's the status? And I can go ahead and make some notes and do a little bit of research about this actual activity. And then I can go ahead and be prepped, and now I can make that phone call. So to go back, I'm just going to click the back button. So another item that I wanted to share with you today was actually how to share a dashboard. So for this sales dashboard, I want to share this with Mindy. So up at the top, there's the Share Dashboard button, which you then get this pop-up that comes up here. In order to share, you're going to want to click the Add User or Team, which is going to create another box that's going to allow me to select those. So now that this has come up, I'm going to go ahead, I want to share this with Mindy, so I'm going to check the checkbox, and I'm going to hit Select. Now this is who it's going to share with right here. When I click Add, it adds Mindy to the grid, and you see that you have some security roles that you can do here. I can either allow her to read, write, delete, append, assign, or share. For this exercise, I'm just going to go ahead and allow her to read this. I click Share. And now when Mindy goes in and drops down her list of dashboards here, she'll have a new My Dashboard section, and under there she'll have a My Sales dashboard, where then this information will be filtered by her data and not my data. I also wanted to show you the appointments that we have. So these can be tied to cases or activities. So for this one, we are following up about the data not matching in their system. So we can see that we have, this is actually regarding, there's a location on there, and who's important and what some of the features. I was actually able to set up a start time and an end time, and what's the duration for this activity. There's a couple of different statuses that go along with those, and this one is scheduled at the moment. So when this pops up, it will change the status, and I can go ahead and go to my appointment. So as far as the dashboards and the functionality go for today, that is what I wanted to show you. We have one more slide for you here. We wanted to show you some ways that you can follow us on social media, and we have a blog out there that can help you out with some of your CRM needs as well. We wanted to say thank you for joining us today, and have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.